Hello again, everyone. C.W. Wilcox, and I take this opportunity to welcome you to the latest edition of Milestown Topics, your Miles City TV source for local news and interviews. And back with us again tonight here on Milestown Topics is Al Turnquist, and we're going to talk to Al again about a big meeting that's going to be held here in Miles City, and that'll be coming up a week from this Thursday. And we talked about this meeting before, but we wanted to have Al back to refresh your memory and make sure that you make a mental note and maybe even a written note about attending this meeting. That'll be held on Thursday, March the 12th, 7 p.m. in rooms 106 and 107 at Miles Community College. Let's go back to some of the things we talked about the first time you were here, and let's start with the organizational procedures that are all involved with this program. Al?
Okay. Miles City, the Montana Commission of Community Service and Montana Citizen Corps Council adopted a program from Washington State for disaster preparedness, and locally, excuse me, locally it's come down to the Custer County Citizens Corps took this on, and we had we got started with last July. We had a training group that the fellow from the state came down and presented. We had 43 people at that training session, but at that time we didn't know yet how we were going to go about getting this going in Miles City. So after they were trained and things got a little cold and slow and everything, so October 6th we had an organizational meeting with the city council, the mayor and the grant writer, city administrator, county commissioners, disaster emergency services, the Custer County Health Department, city police, the sheriff's department, city fire department, and the rural fire department, volunteer fire department. And from that, at that meeting, then an executive committee was formed, which narrowed it down to one representative from each agency. So now everybody in town is represented. To do this, we need to know, how each entity would be affected and what goes on.
And what their particular responsibilities would be.
Right.
Okay.
And so then after that, then we had a meeting on January 15th, back again for the people trained last July, to inform them what we had decided and how we were going to go about doing this. And then from there, they are free to go about and get started and do their neighborhoods whenever the opportunity arises for them. And then coming up now, as you mentioned, we've got the big meeting October 12th, and this is city county-wide. And we hope to get as many as we possibly can there, because it's probably going to be the main big push on the program.
And that's why you, normally when people have a meeting sometimes at MCC, they just reserve room 106.
Right.
But anticipating a large crowd, you got 106 and 107.
Right.
Okay. This program is called Map Your Neighborhood, or MYN for short. There are 9 steps that are involved in this program, Al, that should be handled immediately following disasters. Should we talk about those again, maybe just a little bit?
We certainly can.
Yeah.
Organized here. The 9 steps that they have are, the first 6 are to take place in your own home, and they are to take care of your loved ones, protect your head, feet, hands, check the natural gas or propane outlet at your home, shut off water at the house main, trap water in your home and keep pollutants out, place a help or OK sign on your window, and put your fire extinguisher out if that would be the type of disasters we need. And then after that, they would be going out to your neighbors. I guess let's go back. We would have an organizational deal in the neighborhood. A neighborhood consists of 2 blocks. And the trainer or a couple of neighbors in that group would go around and get everybody to come to a meeting, and they would get organized on where they should go to. They would set up a first aid station and a
Neighborhood gathering site, care center, is that basically what we're talking about here?
Care and shelter, and then go around and turn off all the gas if it's leaking and smells.
In the 2-block area?
Right.
Okay.
So then, going back again, you would go into this gathering site and see if all the neighbors come and they were all healthy and okay. If nobody showed up, then you'd go around and look for the okay or need help sign, which is okay.
Yeah. Or it says help. That's I like that. That's basic and that's simple and it's easy to understand.
That's right. If they would put a Band-Aid on this, or 2, they'd have a Band-Aid if you're cut, and one would attach the sign to the window. And
okay.
From there then, after everybody was safe, and they go around and check everybody and get them to the gathering site. That way, if there's somebody injured or anything, you got one gathering site. If they have to have the first responders come, the ambulance or whatever, they can be all located in one place, so they wouldn't have to go to 16 different places.
Sure. That makes sense too. You know, it seems to me, and some of these things we've been talking about, as simple as the program has been made, that's really good, because keep it simple is one of the watchwords that I like to abide by. Right. I hope you guys agree with that.
That's right. That's the whole point. Just small groups that you can take care of each other. And, you know, if somebody got minor injuries or something, one of the neighbors would probably have a little bit of training or whatever, know how to put bandage on or you know, comfort them, take care of keeping them warm or whatever. Disaster can amount to just about anything that would tie up your first responders, you know, and keep them away from the area is considered a disaster. And hopefully, the big one that we would like not to ever see would be a tornado.
Oh,
would be in our area. But anything else could happen.